Hey guys, today I'm going to show you the 2 quick and easy tricks I use to get a nice sharp and clean line with my eyeshadow. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first trick is with good old-fashioned Scotch tape. Now I'm using the invisible tape. It has a little bit more of a thickness to it in terms of color, like it's a little bit more opaque versus the regular Scotch tape that's completely clear and has a shine to it. This one's matte. I prefer this. I find for whatever reason it has less stick to it, and I like it because the shininess of the regular Scotch tape kind of distracts me, and it would probably be a little bit of distraction in the camera as well. So I prefer this. Feel free to use whatever you want. I know a lot of people use surgical tape, which I just went to the dollar store and picked this up, and it was just much cheaper. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to take a fair size, about this. It's a couple of inches, and to get rid of some of the stickiness, because I don't want it attacking my skin, which is what made me avoid this for so long. This technique, I didn't want it pulling on my skin because it's aging, and the less trauma, quote unquote, trauma to the skin around the eye area, the better. So I'm just going like this, taking the tape and pressing it against my skin and just getting rid of some of the tackiness to it. What I'm going to do, so the first time I used this method, I didn't like the angle of my line because my bottom lash line comes up pretty high, which emphasizes or really gives the illusion of the downturned eye as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. I'm going to try to do this in the camera without losing you. Line it up with the outer corner of my nose, and that gives it a little bit more of a further angle versus straight up like my lower lash line. It's super simple, just, yeah, you can see me. So my nose, make sure you don't get your lashes caught. And just like that. And the first time I did this, I had a little bit of a hole here, sort of like an air pocket. So when I was doing the brushing, it let some of the shadow through. So make sure, you don't have to press down hard, but just make sure that this whole area here is flush against the skin. And then I'm just going to apply my shadow. And now the other eye, the other method I'm gonna do, you're gonna think, this girl's crazy, it's so simple. I probably already knew that, but in case you didn't, that's why I'm doing this. So I'm just going to start with my Cranberry color from MAC with my 217 brush, and I'm going to put that through my crease. And notice how it doesn't really matter. I'm just laying the color in, and the tape is catching whatever goes past where I want it to go. This is especially good, as I've said before, for a downturned eye. It's going to catch it and make sure that everything always looks lifted. So I'm going to do the makeup, and I'll show you the magic at the end. Okay, so this is what we look like. Generally speaking, I like a soft, diffused, blended edge on my eyeshadow. However, this is just something completely different. I would wear this more for a special occasion, a party, whatever event it would be. Now, that being said, let's get to the magic. So I'm going to start by pulling off this tape. Sweaty under there. And as you can see, it's really nice and clean. I'll get in for a closer look. So here it is. Here's the clean line. I'm going to finish off in a second by going underneath here with some shadow. You can fill it in with some eyeliner. You could keep the tape on and do your eyeliner, but as you can see, it's nice and clean. I'm going to smudge it out underneath here, throw some mascara. Now, for the second technique, I went in, not quite as close, but I went a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Usually when I do this, I use a makeup wipe, but for the life of me, I cannot find them. Before I started filming, I had the bag in my hands. I came and sat down, and they vanished. I tore my apartment apart. It was taking too long, so I just took a Shiseido facial cloth. If you haven't tried these guys, it's amazing. It totally changed my whole skincare routine. It's so soft and so delicate. I use it for my toner after I do my cleanser. So what I did, I threw some makeup remover on here, like this. For this, I would recommend using a non-oily one because you're probably going to be doing foundation afterwards, and if there's oil in the makeup remover, nothing's going to sit properly. Also, make sure that you don't put your foundation on and your concealer on first, because it kind of defeats the whole purpose. You're just going to be cleaning it all off, especially if you put the tape there. It's going to take the tape off. You're going to have to restart, and then it's going to start getting a little heavy, and that's exactly what you don't want, especially in this eye area. So, the trick is, and it's really not a trick, it's so simple. So same concept. I'm going on the diagonal. I'm going to look in my mirror here if I can while I'm doing this. Same diagonal, nose, and just swipe up. And you can do that a couple times, but see, already after one, it cleaned it up. So I have a little bit underneath here, and I'm going to go again, and just pressing, and it just gives you that really nice, clean line. So if you're hesitant about using the tape method because it's scary, believe me, it's not. This is super simple. You just throw your eyeshadow on. It'll probably go even faster than the tape method, because you literally just throw it on, and then it's done, and then you take your little cloth or your makeup wipe, preferably, is what I would normally use, but this works just fine as well. And you still get that nice, clean line. So you can see the line is there. Not quite as crisp as that one, but still pretty clean. You can keep going in as many times as you want to keep cleaning up that line. Put a little bit of pressure on there so it's actually wiping off the makeup, and then you're done. Alright, so this is the final look. You can still see it's so nice, it's so clean. And it didn't take anything. Just a piece of tape, and you line it up from your nose here just up to the corner of your eyebrow. So simple. And then this side, even simpler. Not quite as clean, I find, but still much simpler if you're afraid of the tape, which there's nothing to be afraid of the tape. I avoided it for a while, and then I tried it, and it was so simple. But yeah, you just take a non-oily makeup remover, put it on a cotton pad or a makeup wipe, and just put a little bit of pressure and just swipe up. So simple, and you get these really, really nice lines. I hope that helped. If you have any other questions, let me know. Leave a comment, like, share, follow, do all those wonderful things. Talk to you soon. Bye.